also was a year apart, so maybe that was part of it too. They just changed their policies. I don't know.
But yeah, and then
He was a year before.
microphone check. Thanks for doing this, Mike. I know, and it's like a $15 part too. So, right? Like, how can you beat that? Microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very. Yeah, the reception's not great in here. There we go. We're doing a 4. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to game number 2 for the WASA Golden Eagles here at the Mad City Tournament in Verona, Wisconsin. It is chilly outside, 13 points in the first quarter. and Marquette outscored them in the remaining 3 quarters, but couldn't make it to tie the game in time. So your starting 5 on the court are Mac, Sydney, Kat, Lucy, and Taylor. Gianni Quintero is available for this game. He just showed up here with taking his ACTs this morning. So super happy to have him back, and we should see him on the court shortly. And we'll get started in just a second here. WASA Golden Eagles versus the Nebraska Red Dogs. Here we go. There's the tip. Tip is secured by Kat Redden. Nice seal there by Sydney. Let's see what Kat does with it. Dumps it down to Mac. Mac takes his time initially, then rushed a shot and got fouled. He's headed to the free throw line. Mac is a senior, committed to Whitewater next year. Whitewater coach Jake Williams is here, together with about 6 other USA Paralympic athletes. Lots of kids there getting signatures on different memorabilia. Saw one kid with his forehead signed. Thought that was certainly commitment. So 1 of 2 for the free throws for Mac. Here comes Nebraska. This guy can shoot here. Taylor gets a hand up. Not enough to stop the shot. Number 14 was hot in the first quarter. They're a little distracted here, but easy inbounds pass to Taylor. They've got Mac down low again. Rush the pass. Marquette looking a little scattered here. They've got to calm down. Again, they beat Nebraska in 3 of the 4 quarters, but the first quarter was the one that was bad. Nice, easy shot. They let him into the lane. That can't happen. And Marquette showing a little bit of similarities to what they did last time. Nice back pick by Lucy in the backcourt. They've got a 4-on-5. Let's see what they can do with it. Taylor's got the ball down deep. Going to set up their offense. Swings it over to Mac. Mac likes that shot. Nice and easy off the backboard. Great shot, Mac. All right, let's keep these folks out of the lane here. That's the goal of the Marquette defense. Did a pretty good job there. No immediate cuts down to the lane. Everybody's out. That's the shot they want them to take. That's their 3rd option, and it does not go in. A lot of wheelchair basketball is making sure the ball is in the hands of that 3rd or 4th option. City gets the ball down low and scores. Great assist by Kat into the hands of Sydney. Marquette is up 5-4. Looks like they've calmed down the nerves a bit. Great play by Kat to distract the shooter there. It's not who they want the shooting over there. He's a good shooter. Little too far out of his range. Marquette doing a great job keeping the number 1 and 2 shooters out of their preferred shooting position. Here comes Marquette. Mac's got the ball. Taylor's set up behind Lucy. That's a good shot for him if he wants it. Ball's a little bit short. Coaches want Taylor to just take that shot, not dance around there. So he's going to have to relax a little bit, but that's a shot he can hit more often than not. 44 gets into the lane. Ball's bouncing everywhere. Great attempt for a rebound by Sydney. It's coming on too strong. Here comes Gianni for Sydney. Also, Anna and Ivy are here for some backup on the bench. So now some speed on the court for Marquette. The senior Gianni Quintero now in 44's got a great shot. They've got to get a taller defender out in front of him and distract his shot if they want to get him off his mark. All right, here comes Kat with G right next to her. Fast lineup on the court. One big in there with Mac. Taylor takes his time, bounces in. Nice shot for Taylor Post. Notice there how he just lined up his shot and did not move further around the screen. Had a little bit more patience there with great success. Good defense in here. Nobody in the lane. Oh, 52 is able to slash in there. They cannot get him the ball. It's Marquette's ball. Coach Jordan wants some time with his athletes. He calls a 30-second timeout. Sydney has blood on her uniform already. It's going to be a tough physical game. Marquette's up by 1. All right, ball's back in. Marquette's basketball up 7-6 with 6:02 to play in the first quarter. Kat and G are in the back court. Waiting for the offensive possession is Lucy and Mac, both which have good dive position. Taylor's going to sneak underneath there, get to G in the middle. G takes that shot, too short. Great rebound by Mac. He gets it back out to Taylor. He's got to get out of the lane. He does. Cuts back to Kat. That's Kat's shot. Oh, off the back of the rim. Nebraska basketball. Good offensive set, good offensive rebound there by Marquette. Unable to finish. They've got their 2 shooters on the same side. Kat doing a good job of keeping them out. This is their 3rd option, but he can hit that shot, and he does. So Marquette does a great job of keeping the ball away from the primary 2 shooters, but the number 3 shooter is also very good. Lots of talent on the Nebraska basketball court. Down to Mac down low. He gets an and 1. Ball is in, and he's going to the free throw line. Nebraska does have a tendency to foul, so we'll keep an eye on that. Mac hits the free throw. He's now 2 for 3. Great free throw shooting. Here comes Nebraska. G's got good defense out here. Taylor's going to keep number 44 best he can away from there. Now the taller Mac. Lucy's a little too short there to get a hand up. They're going to want to switch with the taller defender there. Lucy does a great job keeping them out, but they can hit that 10-foot shot. G's got the basketball. Fastest guy in the court, fastest guy in the state. He dishes it off to Kat, swings it back to G. Taylor's in the spot that he likes, but he's got a defender there. He settles behind Mac. Little out of his range. Mac's got the rebound. Just too far. When you have 3 threats on the court like that, you pay a lot of attention to them, and that often lets the number 4, number 5 shooters sneak to the basket. So not surprising that that happened. G gets the ball, scoops it in. Those of you that saw G last season, his scoop game has improved incredibly. Much more reliable shot for him. You can hear G calling out the defensive play. They got to keep 52 out of the lane. Mac cuts over and does that. Ball tapped by G. Great play. Ball stays with Nebraska. Great defense by Marquette. All right, Taylor's on number 44, which is one of their shooters. Mac's got to come back and get that. G and Lucy are going to keep 52 out. Here come some subs. Cat gains a few inches on the substitution, making sure 13 can't get in there to screen the shooter. They're going to jump 44. They do a good job of that, frustrating his shot, and that shot is off. That is great defense. Great defense with the number one threat on the court. Here comes G. Another scoop. Tough angle, not able to connect. Ball off the rim. G's got the rebound. Here comes Marquette. G gets a nice seal, gently off the glass. Marquette is up 14-12. You can hear G out there really being a leader, not only with his athleticism, but his knowledge of the game, shouting out to his teammates where he wants the defense. Again, his speed is phenomenal. He gets all the way down there. Oh, just off the back of the rim, but he gets the rebound. Ball's bouncing around. Nebraska's got it. Just a half an inch off on his last two shots. He'll start to relax and connect on there. Good rebound by Mac. Marquette's got numbers. Nice cut to the backside by G. He gets a screen by Lucy again, just a half inch off. Gets a bad roll off the rim. Can't get much better access to the rim than that. G will settle down here shortly, as he does in most games, and be able to connect on that better. Great defense by Mac down low. Shot clock down to 15 seconds, so even though it's Nebraska's ball, that's a great defensive play. Nebraska takes off the court one of their shooters, so a lot of attention is going to be paid to number 44 in the foreground here in the lower left-hand corner. You can see Taylor ready to jump there. Catherine's there as well. Doesn't matter. If they're going to frustrate that shooter, they've got to get taller players over on that side of the court. Lapse in defense there by Marquette with their other tall player on Nebraska sitting out. They should be sending their tall defenders to 44. Nice smooth shot by Cat. Shooter's roll. Marquette's up 16-14 with less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Nebraska had a tight matchup with LWSRA 1 prior to this game. Went down to the wire. LWSRA pulled away in the last minute. Looks like Mac hit the floor there. We're going to take a little timeout here. Looks like more frustration than anything else on behalf of Mac. Looks like he's going to pop right back up. Mac hustles hard and is famous for falling hard. So good to see that he's okay. So Marquette's lineup is Sydney, G, Taylor, Cat, and Lucy on the court. A bit of a smaller lineup for the coach. Nebraska has its two shooters back in the game. Cat doing a good job keeping 44 out. 52's got the ball. Good job jumping out on those shooters. That doesn't fall, but Nebraska's got the rebound, puts it back up, misses it all together, bounces away. Lucy's got it. Lucy's a great hustle ball player. Not surprising that she's the first one to the loose ball. Just a few seconds left here. G's got the ball. Gets it to Taylor. Taylor puts it up. Oh, that just rims out. In the first quarter, your Wausau Golden Eagles 18, Nebraska Red Dogs 14. We'll be back. Much stronger first quarter against Nebraska than we saw last time. Marquette actually up this time 18-14 head into the second quarter. You can see on the camera there Marquette getting its defense ready. That's called the teacup. And as 44 goes out, one person grabs him, then the next person out wide comes through. A great way to keep offenses out of the lane. 44 has the spot he wants with two shorter defenders in front of him. Wouldn't be surprised if the ball gets swung that way. He can shoot over both of them. There it is, and he takes a shot, and it's good. Going to have to get a taller defender in front of 44 to frustrate his shot. But here comes Marquette. Their offense has been humming. G's got the ball, dishes it off to Lucy. Easy layup. Incredible to see Lucy's growth as a player, adding that to her game. She's not just a defender anymore. She is a scoring threat. 3 seconds on number 44. A new rule over the last 2 years, which is it used to be that you could not trap a player in the lane to get a 3-second call. You had to give the player the opportunity to get out of the lane. That has since changed. And if a player's in the lane and if you legally trap them with a chair on both sides, that's going to be a 3-second call, which is exactly what Marquette did. Great heads-up play there. G's shot a little bit short. Nebraska's got the basketball. Great defense, keeping 44 out of the lane. 52 is out of the lane. 44 has to kind of toss up a shot there. Not the shot he wanted, but it's good nonetheless. 20-18, Marquette is up. Cat Redden with the basketball. Swings it over to Taylor. He's got a steal with Sidney, able to sneak underneath. That shot is short. Nebraska has the ball. .52 is going to take that shot if you let him get that close. Fortunate for Marquette that bounced out. Lots of back picks here, which is going to free G all the way up. He patiently gets the ball up and scores. Also a maturity of G's game. Last year he would have rushed that shot. He gets the angle he wants, gets the bounce he wants. If Marquette starts to get transition points, they're going to be doing really well in this game. Nebraska not known for their transition scoring. 52 able to sneak underneath. Ball bounces out. Again, super fortunate. He's taller than everybody in the court. Gently pops it in there. Great patience by Nebraska. G is ahead of everybody again. He's got Cat in the middle if he wants it. Swings it over to Taylor. Taylor's at the free throw line. Nice smooth shot. Unfortunately does not go in. Both shooters on the same side of the court. Sydney's going to jump that, frustrate the shooter, gets a hand up. That allows for the pick and roll, but they'd rather have the pick and roll there than having number 44 take that shot. So they got the defense that they want. Foul called on Nebraska. All right, Ivy Cosgrove is in for Lucy. Some extra speed on the court. Let's see what happens with the 7th grader on the court. She's got a good seal for G. G's going to take that shot and just rolls off. G's shots are just, again, a half inch off where they need to be. Hopefully he can adjust that. Marquette still up by 2. Ball's bouncing around. G's got the ball. Ivy doing a great job of picking out there. G likes that shot from 8 feet, and it's good. If he starts hitting that, Nebraska is in trouble. All right, number 44, the shooter, down by Catherine here. The other shooter over by G. They're doing a good job keeping him out of the lane. Remember, there is a shot clock here. Pass is too far out. Great defense by Marquette, and another turnover by Nebraska. Good, how are you? At the tournament this year, we've got 3 Illinois teams, 2 LWSRA from Illinois, and Chicago is here as well. And then we have Nebraska and the WASA Golden Eagles. So strong representation from the Midwest. Taylor does not get the Schuler's roll there, and the defense has got to get back. All right, 44 is the primary shooter. They get a hand up in front of them. Doesn't matter. Shooter's roll for number 44. He is on fire this afternoon, and keeping his team in the game. He's got about 75% of his team's points. Great shot by Cat in the middle. Marquette knows how to spread the ball around. Marquette is up 26-22 with just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. .44 just continues to be on fire. They're going to have to get their tallest, best defenders in front of him to frustrate his shot. But as strong as he is, Marquette's offense is slightly better today. Able to dump the ball down to Sydney. Sydney gets her own rebound, passes it back to G. Ball's a little too far to handle. Nebraska basketball. Nice pick and roll action there, but Sydney not able to complete it. All right, Coach Jordan going with a taller lineup for the first time today. He's got, I guess they started this way with both Mack and Sydney in there. Mack had some great first shots to get Marquette the early lead. Good defense out there. .52 and 44 continue to get to their spot and continue to hit from that spot. It is now tied 26-26. G's got the basketball, swings it over to Mack. Mack likes that shot. Instead of going off the backboard, he decides to try to shoot it straight away and not able to connect. Usually he likes to kiss that off the glass. Nebraska can take the lead here. Good defense all the way around. Sydney keeping 44. She's tall enough to frustrate that shot. Mack's tall enough if he jumps out. He decides not to jump out and send the shooter down to the smaller Catherine. Coach is going to talk to them about that at half. You want that taller player out there jumping that shot. Great bounce pass from G down to Mac. Mac gets fouled. It's 2 for 3 shooting. Not sure if that's a shooting foul or if he's in the bonus at this point. Pause in the game here. There's some liquid on the court that they're going to wipe up for the safety of all the players. So referee timeout as we clean up the court. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back in action. Looks like there was some blood that was dripped on the court. And for player safety and otherwise, that all need to be cleaned up. And we are now back in action. Nebraska's up by 2. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Mac. Mac swings it back to G. G's got the steal from Sydney, able to get close and nails it. Great offense by Marquette. Ball gets swung to 44. Their shooter, he has just got the shooter's touch today. It's unbelievable. Here comes Marquette. G with the ball, down by 2, 2:30 to go. Shooting percentage of Nebraska has been out of this world. It's going to be hard for them to maintain that. G's a little short. 2 tall players over there. Great rebounding. Lucy does a great job slowing down number 44 allows the rest of the defense to come back and get set. "12 seconds left on the shot clock. Cat able to poke that ball away. Here comes Marquette. G twisting and turning in there. He's got Cat in the middle. Seems to be overloaded on the left. They rebalance. Get it down to Cat. Cat nails it off the glass. What a great shot. She normally likes that middle shot, but that was an incredible basket. .44 had the ball, but he was turned the wrong direction. Gianni with the steal. He swings it over to Cat. They've got Mac down low if they want it. Instead, G in the middle, off the glass, and he scores. Marquette has taken advantage of that time stoppage and able to get the lead 2-0. G is down, but he pops right back up. Not too many players can do that. I certainly can't do it. Sydney gets that big hand up there, frustrates the shooter. No shooter's roll this time. Great defense by Marquette. Here they come. They've got numbers if they want it. Nice seal by Lucy. Sydney's got the dive for G. G's going to take that shot. Coach has been working with them, trying to get a higher arch on that shot. Shot's a little too flat. Doesn't pay off that time. Marquette's got the lead, 32-30. One player's down, but 44 is in the lane. G able to get that ball. Coach wisely calls timeout with 12 seconds left to try to give his offense a chance. Nope, no timeout, just clock stoppage because there's a player down. Marquette probably going to roll this ball in. Clock does not start until a player touches the ball. Gentle pass there. Clock will start as soon as Cat touches it. She's got about 10 seconds to get a play together. Dumps it off to G. G off to Mac. Oh, Mac off the rim, but Cat's got it. Oh, no basket. Lots of action in this first quarter. Your Marquette Golden Eagles are up 32-30. We are about to get here at Mad City Tournament. WASA Golden Eagles versus the Nebraska Red Dogs. It is going to be Marquette basketball. Coming towards the left side of your screen, Marquette has the lead, 32-30. And your Golden Eagles on the court are Mac G, Lucy, Anna Cosgrove, and Taylor. Lots of speed, lots of basketball IQ on the court. Let's see what Marquette can do with this lineup. Taylor's got the ball, swings it over to G, back to Mac in the middle. Taylor's got his shot over on the side, loses the ball. Here comes Nebraska. Couldn't quite see what happened there, but Marquette's got the basketball, and they're coming this direction. Lucy's got one picked out. Two are out on G. That means somebody's open. Mac does not get the shooter's roll. Nebraska basketball down by 2. Good defense by Mac. Then for G to come out. 44 is tough. If 44 is able to get anywhere below the lane, he has been cashing out all game. Tie game, 32-32. Taylor back to Mac. Lots of hands in Mac's way. He doesn't care. He finishes. Mac has been having a great basketball game. Mac keeping that shooter out there far. Taylor keeping the other shooter out there. They've really got to keep them towards that three-point. They didn't do it there. Number 52 is low. And their shooting percentage is just unbelievable. Hard to believe Marquette is even in this game with that shooting percentage. But they've got such a strong team, able to disperse the ball around the court, get everybody involved. Taylor has the ball in there. Too much height in front, out to Mac. He swings it to G. G's going to take that shot. Does not roll for G. Tie basketball, but Marquette struggling to finish, struggling to stay in front of their shooters. Almost a steal there. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Swings over to their shooter, 44. Lucy doesn't let him turn his chair. They try the pick and roll. That's exactly what Marquette wants to do, is jump and frustrate those shooters to force the pass down low. G gets close, spins that ball in. Great transition basketball. Marquette's got the lead by 2. They'd like to be up by much more. In order to do that, they're going to have to stop these shooters. Again, 52 gets to his spot off the backboard and connects. Just an incredible shooting performance by 52 and 44. G's got the ball. He's got the speed. He's got the teammates. Let's see what they can do to connect here. Swings the ball over to Taylor. They're dumping Taylor, which gets Anna open. Anna is small down there among giants. But we've got the basketball. Timeout. It's the right play. But a field of giants. Anna smart to get that shot up as quickly as possible, but rushed it a little bit, not able to connect. It's a tie basketball game, 36-36 with 6:30 to go in this third quarter. All right, on the court, you've got Kat G, Lucy on the weak side, and you've got the two giants, Sydney and Mac on the side. Mac has been able to hit this shot. Oh, it just rims out. Nebraska getting all the rolls, Marquette getting none, which means it's a tie game here. No defense at all held at number 52. Maybe that's a strategy because that ball missed everything. Max down low. Hopefully gets a seal for G here. Nice transition basketball. That's exactly what Marquette needs to be doing. I don't think Nebraska has a single transition point. Marquette has about 10, and that's what's keeping them in this game. But the shooting performance is just incredible. 3 seconds called on number 52. No basket. Marquette lucked out there because they did not cover that shooter down the baseline. All right, G's got the basketball. They're going to have to set up this offense. Hard to get a transition game going when you have a ball come out, swings the ball over to Cat. Cat cashes out. Marquette's up by 4. Again, great defense getting the ball out of the hands of the primary shooters. Their number 4 option took that shot. Max got a great seal there to release G. Let's see what he does with the ball. He is just so fast. Spinning, cutting, not able to finish that. Coach likely wants him to look for the pass there if he's got so many people, but he found himself on the lane. He had to shoot it, otherwise there would have been a 3-second call. Sydney's got the rebound. Lucy's got it, passes it over to G. Max got it, back to G, good ball movement. G's able to sneak around, dishes it over to Sydney. Sydney back to Cat. Cat shoots it, no good. Two strong shooters on the lower right-hand corner. That's their third option. That's the shot that they want Nebraska to take. G sneaks the ball into Mac. Mac not able to finish. Was headed too strong into the basket there. Marquette basketball, turnover Nebraska. Videos. All right, your lineup, Cat and Lucy, G and Taylor, and Mac. Mac and Taylor working on the strong side over there. This is over to Taylor. They jump Taylor. That's going to free up Mac down low. Beautiful basketball by Marquette. That extends Marquette lead to 6. They've only got 10 seconds to get the ball over the court. Just makes it with 1 second left. 44's got the ball. He's going to want that shot. Cat aggressively jumping out there. 44 is slowing down. He's missed his last 3 shots. Lucy and Mac have him picked out. Marquette's got numbers. Gets it down to Cat. Transition basketball for Marquette. Oh, too strong. If Marquette wants to get comfortable in this game, they've got to hit those shots. Unfortunate miss there. 44's got the ball. He likes that shot. He decides not to take it. 52 likes that shot, and it's good. 2 great shooters out there. 44 a little uncomfortable with that shot after missing 3 in a row. Gets it down to 52. Cat's got a seal down here, at least a dive for G. G cuts to the middle. He's going to have to take that shot. Saves the ball. Out to Cat. Ball has not hit the rim yet, though, so the shot clock is still going. Taylor's got the ball. Nice and smooth. That's the shot we love to see Taylor hit. Two minutes left to go in the third quarter. Marquette with a strong performance, up by 6. Finally able to tire out some of these shooters, keeping them out of their preferred spots. 44 all the way out by the three-point line, clearly at halftime. They've talked about it. 52 able to sneak down there. Ball gets bounced around. He's just super patient. Hits the back of the rim and drops in. Incredible patience shown by Nebraska. Cuts the lead to 4. Your score, Marquette Golden Eagles 44, Nebraska Red Dogs 40 with 1:39 to go in the third quarter. All right, on the court, you've got the 3 seniors with Mac, Taylor, and G. And you've got the 2 freshmen with Lucy and Sydney. So some veterans and some new blood here on the Marquette Golden Eagles. G's got the ball and the lead. Gets it down to Taylor. He's going to take that shot too far off the back of the rim. Here comes Nebraska. Nice rebound by Lucy in the field of giants there. Gets a foul call. Here comes Marquette. Sydney sneaks in there for the seal. They've got the Mac off the glass jump shot if they want it over here. Potential pick and roll action as well. They jump. Now they've got Sydney down low. Perfect pick and roll. Sydney not able to finish. Tough bounce there for the freshman. .52 shooting on the move. Not able to connect. Gianni's got the ball. Max too far under the hoop. No good. Sydney's got the rebound. G's got Taylor down low. Sid's got to get back out of the lane. She does. Bad pass. Turnover. Marquette has decided to press. They are banking on they've got the faster team and the higher energy. And great press there. Got the turnover, but could not complete. A little back and forth there. Marquette got the best of Nebraska slightly. They are up 44-40, headed into the fourth quarter. All right, we are back for the fourth quarter. Missed shot by Nebraska. Marquette having a little bit of trouble getting the ball across the court. Coach Jordan has plenty of timeouts. He calls one. Not sure if Nebraska was just a little slow or he's actually going to have to face the press. So we'll see what the plan is here. Marquette up by 4. All right, on the court, you have Kat and Lucy together with Mac, Taylor, and G. Some great speed on the court with a little bit of height. Looks like Nebraska is going to press. That's a dangerous game to play with the speed that Marquette has. But with the poor shooting of Marquette, it still pays off. What a great catch and finish by 52. Man, not much they can do about that once he gets the ball. Great pass, great catch. Marquette still got up by 2. G to the hoop, and he's able to finish. Great transition basketball. They broke the press easily, and Marquette able to score. Not sure how much longer Nebraska was going to decide to press with that kind of success on Marquette. Now, that's a sign of good defense. That guy looked like he was open, but that was the number 4 option. So that's exactly what Marquette wants to see happen. Nebraska, again, trying to press, able to recover. Cat's got the ball. Mac's got it now. Too strong. He's got it again. Lots of hands in his face. Not able to finish. Nebraska basketball. Nebraska has numbers. Right now, both G and Mac are stuck on each other. Fortunate call. Fortunate that the defense drew the charge because 2 Marquette players, Kat and Mac, were tied up against each other, and it was 5-on-3 basketball. Great way to draw the charge. Great defense by Marquette. Swings it over to Taylor. Taylor too far. Nebraska gets the rebound. Turnover. G's faster than everybody on the court. He's got a steal from Taylor. He's just got to be patient. Does a great job stopping his chair. We did not see that last year. Having been in a wheelchair, I can't tell you how hard that is to stop your chair with one hand and maintain direction and not spin out. Phenomenal, phenomenal skill there by G. But 52 just continues to get to his spot. He seems to be in the lane for quite a long time. Perhaps the coaches will talk to the refs about that. But transition basketball is keeping Marquette in this game. Dishes it down to Taylor. Taylor sees G. G cuts to the middle. Off the back of the rim. Just a dismal shooting percentage here for Marquette. That transition game is really keeping them in. Whereas Nebraska just continues to be lights out. 52 a little further than he wants to be. Gets it to 50, who can hit that shot. Not able to make it here. Sydney's coming in the basketball game. Who's she coming in for? She's coming in for Mac. Sydney hustling hard down here to get the position she wants. She has it now. She's going to wait for Kat to line up her behind her. Good positioning by Sydney. Mac gets it to Taylor. Taylor has Cat down low, doesn't see her. He's going to swing the ball back out. Steal by Nebraska. Marquette continuing to make mistakes. Just keeping them from running away with the lead here. Nebraska cuts the lead to 2. Gianni's got the ball. He's got Sidney with him. He's got Cat. He's got Taylor. They've got numbers. G gets the foul. G gets a foul call, which is fantastic. He's a great free throw shooter. And hopefully can extend this lead. G swishes the first shot. G's second shot bounces around and out. That makes it a 3-point lead with 6 minutes to go. Marquette's back on defense. Let's make sure they can keep these folks out. 52 gets close. That's a pretty long distance shot. Taylor's able to frustrate him. 44 has his chair turned the wrong direction. This is great defense by Marquette. Marquette 2-on-1 down there, but Sidney gets there to frustrate the shot. Oh, tough foul call. Couldn't quite see the foul from here, but what great defense by Marquette to get it into the hands of their third option, who takes a bad shot but gets bailed out with the foul call. First shot misses everything. Second shot misses as well. Looks like that was a good foul. In the varsity division, you get to have 5 fouls, so why not use them? G dishes the ball to Cat. Cat usually cashes out from that position. She decides to get over to Taylor. Taylor moves behind the screen. Too short. Nebraska basketball. Coach is working with Taylor to take that shot right away. Even if that big guy is there, he wasn't getting around the screen. And that little extra movement just throws Taylor off his shot. Rebound by Nebraska. They throw it away. That's going to be out of bounds. Nebraska basketball. Marquette basketball. All right, Marquette's got the ball in a lead of 3 points with just under 5 minutes to play. They've been able to maintain the lead here, but only a scarce lead. On the court, you've got the 2 bigs, Mac and Sidney, together with G, Cat, and Taylor. Lack of ball control again by Marquette. Ball is stolen. Nebraska's got the basketball. 44, if he's able to turn his chair. 44 looks like he's getting a little tired there. Scramble for the ball, but the 2 bigs for Marquette secure it. Here comes G. Nebraska showing a little sign of fatigue, but not G, who hustles down, dishes it off to Mac. Mac, even though he is deep under the hoop, finishes. Great assist by Gianni. G being a great leader out there, calling out the defense, making sure his team's got some energy with some time left to go here. Great defense, everybody out by the 3-point line or further. 52 is going to have to potentially take a shot there. No, he gets it back to 50. Oh, they forget about 44 down low. Not sure how that happened. Last thing you want to do is build 44's confidence. He came off to a hot start, barely missed a shot in the first quarter. G's got the steal. patiently takes a shot off the back of the rim. All of his shots have been a little flat and a little too far off that back rim. Want to see a little bit more arch on there. So Marquette's lead is back down to 3 with 3:21. 52 gets to a spot in the lane. And again, the ball rolls in. Cutting the lead to 1 for Marquette. G's got the basketball. No look pass to Mack in the middle. Mack patiently takes his time, misses everything, but gets the rebound and throws it back in. I think the kids call that a me-bound. So great work, Mack. Don't make one mistake and turn it into 2. He doesn't. Finishes the second shot. Marquette's lead is back up to 3. Great defense by Taylor, not letting 52 turn his chair. Gets out, also puts a hand in front. Mack's got the basketball. G has the basketball. He's got Mack down low if he wants it. Instead, dishes it to Cat. Cat's too far under the hoop. Nice rebound by Mack. Out to Sydney. They're going to reset the offense. Cat gets a foul call, and she's headed to the line. Also an excellent free throw shooter. And Marquette's going to need it because they've only got a 3-point lead with 2 minutes left. So last time these two played, Nebraska won by 2. And there was actually a flurry of shots by Marquette. They had 3 chances to tie the game and put the game in overtime, but were unable to finish. So hoping to maintain a lead and not get themselves back into that position. First of 2 free throws for Cat. Just bounces out. She's got a second free throw coming. Cat off the front of the rim. Mack sneaks in, but unable to squeeze in there and get the rebound against the 2 bigs. Nebraska's got numbers. 52 is going to get to his spot. Sydney lets Mack recover. Big hands in front of him. He dumps it down low to the number 4 option, and he hits. That's what they're there to do. The bigs getting their 4 and 5 options on the court, an opportunity. Marquette's only up by 1. G sneaks in with an incredible roll to give his team the 3-point lead. Transition basketball and Gianni Quintero are keeping this Marquette Golden Eagles team in this game because their shooting percentage is just not there. 52 gets a spot he wants. Maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in there. Marquette has the lead. 55-52 with just a minute to play here. G's got the ball. It's got about 15 seconds on the shot clock. No need to rush. 3-second call with the dive in front of G. I think Catherine thought G was going to shoot that. He doesn't, and they get the 3-second call violation over there. All right, close game here. Nebraska's down by 3 with just under a minute to play. They do have 3-point shooting potential. 52 is hanging out behind the line for that very reason. Again, they drop it down to their number 4 option, and that's exactly what they want. 44 steals the ball. Unable to finish the shot. Boy, did Marquette luck out there. Marquette basketball. So sloppy basketball at the end almost cost Marquette dearly. Great steal by number 44, who had an incredible first half, but unable to connect on that open layup after the basket. All right, Nebraska likely to press here. So that means Marquette is going to have to use its speed and ball control to get open and to get the ball across the court. Coach has an option to either have the basketball in the back court or bring it up to the front. He decides to take it up to the front court. That means that There's not much worry about a 10-second violation. Again, teams have 10 seconds to bring the call across half court. Marquette does have the option to throw this into the backcourt if they want to. Both Mac and Sydney have just great hands. So I expect a high pass up to one of those players to get the ball in, or G is faster than just about anybody, so he may head off into the backcourt to get that ball. Taylor is wide open. He's got plenty of time. Nebraska's going to have to foul here. They do. Not usual that you see them take a foul by hitting a player in the head there. Not sure if that was intentional or not. But regardless, ball goes to Marquette. You can probably expect continued fouls from Nebraska. What that strategy does is it stops the clock and sends shooters to the free throw line. So Marquette is going to get the ball to their strong free throw shooters. They're going to continue to get fouled. Once they get 5 fouls in this quarter, Marquette is in the bonus. And at this point, Nebraska is banking that Marquette cannot hit their free throws. So 2 shots here. Taylor's got 2 opportunities to extend the lead. First shot is money. Teams have to be good free throw shooters to combat this very obvious strategy of intentionally fouling to stop the clock and try to change the possession. Great shooting by Taylor for the first shot. Second shot as well. He extends the lead up to 5, 57-52 with 22 seconds left. So Marquette, if they can remain calm, keep Nebraska's shooters away from the basket, they may come away with this win despite low shooting percentage. So the story of this game has been incredible shooting by Nebraska, probably in the context of 75% makes from those jump shots. Their overall team shooting percentage probably a little bit lower when the ball got down to the 4 and 5 options, but when 52 and 44 got to their spot, they were kind of unstoppable. But transition basketball and getting folks to the lane did it for Marquette. They usually can rely on some better outside shooting, but that didn't come for them today. Great defense by Mac to keep 44 out. He's going to launch it. That ball does not go in. G's got the ball. He gets fouled, and he's headed to the free throw line. That means Marquette is up by 5, 57-52 with only 10.8 seconds here to play. G will get 2 free throws, hopefully extend this lead, and put this game away. G showing some signs of fatigue there and unable to connect with anything on that. That's shocking. Usually such a great free throw shooter, no rebounders there. Off the back of the rim. timeout by Nebraska. So there, Nebraska's strategy of fouling pays off. They did not have the ball and were down by 5, and now they do have the ball and they're still only down by 5. So that's where the strategy can work. And 9.9 seconds for Nebraska to try to get up a quick shot and foul again. These two teams are both in the same conference, so they're going to see each other 6 or 7 times this year. And they are some tough competitors. Two bigs, 33 and 15, Mac and Sydney, get down to the lane to contest any early shots. Nebraska might set themselves up for a three-pointer here. Marquette's got to be careful on the three-pointer. Great job on that last time. Cats out on 44. It's not just about keeping them out far. It's also about making sure their chairs don't get squared up. That ball is going to go out of bounds. And he did touch it, so the clock did start. And 4.5 seconds went off the clock. So Marquette basketball. Looks like Marquette is going to squeak this one out. It's a lot closer than the score shows, and the score is even a tight game. Clock really late to start. But Marquette is able to hold on to it and squeak out this victory. Boy, did they have us worried, but they were able to take it away in the second half with transition basketball. My camera. Yeah. Say, take your backpack? What'd you say? Thanks again, Mike.
Yep.
See you at 6:30.